What begins with V and is very vulgar if visible on a woman?
Frog's wine!
Oh, carry on.
Vulva.
Vladimir Putin. I can hear my website going down as we speak.
I'm going to give you a point for that. I like that very much. Yeah, vulva we thought of, Vladimir we hadn't. Could I have some sad music, please? I think I feel like I need some sad music for this. Yes, Neil.
Vin Diesel. Or as he's known in France, house wine.
The music was a clue.
Godfather music.
OK, why violin?
It's because it's vulgar on a woman.
Yes, is exactly right.
Frog's wine!
Because of the shape.
Oh, is it because it makes their boobs go all jiggly while...
Well, you're not far off.
Does it make their twaddle waddles do a dance?
Wow. OK. In the 19th century, it was considered vulgar for a woman to play the violin. So when the Royal Academy of Music was founded, which is in 1822, there were an equal number of boys and girls. There were no female violinists. They could do singing, they could do piano, they could do harp. It took another 50 years before the first female violinists arrived. And as late as 1880, a magazine called The Fiddler, which I like as a title, declared that all those movements that you're talking about there, Chris, the bent arm, the rapid arm movements and so on, it was said to turn a woman into a hideous, big-armed, unmarriageable beast.
Wife with big arms. She can lift things.
Yeah, absolutely. And religious people had a real problem because the violin was called the devil's instrument. It was so often played at weddings and dances and places where people were having fun. And Niccolo Paganini was said to have done a deal with the devil, which is why he was able to play with such skill.
And then he had to give up the violin and release all those football stickers.
I mean, the violin is one of the worst instruments to hear someone try to get good at, isn't it?
Yeah. I tried when I was a child to play the violin. I did for 6 months, and when I got home one day and my parents had wrapped up a present, I was very excited. I opened it, it was an oil can, and I did not play the violin.
I did the piano for a year in school and they asked me to stop.
Yeah, well...
I could do Jingle Bells with one hand, just with one hand, after a year, and they were like, this isn't for you.
I went to a Catholic school, so there was always priests and brothers knocking around, so Fiddler on the Roof was more of a warning. And...
So describe, if you can, in detail, the world's most exotic tax inspectors.
Not the ones who brought me into Balham once to...
Were you once given a right going over?
We were given a right going over, yeah.
Were you?
I'd taken tax advice from Harry Hill, so it was my own fault. He used to be a doctor, so I thought he knew what he was talking about.
I once spent 3 days with a tax inspector going through, honestly, every single decimal point of everything, and after 3 days, he didn't find anything, and he said to me, to be honest, Miss Toxvig, I just wanted to meet you.
Wow!
I know, I wanted to...
Was either of them exotic? Did they have a flowery tie or anything about them?
Is it going to be one of those tax haven-y things?
No, it's not a tax haven thing. We're in the Middle East, we're in an Islamic country where people will be very embarrassed by a certain type of person, a transgender person. Oh. And in Pakistan, they have a squadron of transgender tax collectors who come basically to embarrass people into paying.
They go, hiya!
Well,
you all right?
First of all, you go to the shop and say, you owe us this much in tax, and they will simply say, we refuse to pay. And they say, OK, then tomorrow we will send in a group of transgender tax collectors who will dance and sing in your shop until you pay.
The crying game.
But only 5% of people pay tax in Pakistan, don't they?
Well, that's why...
So it's not working, is it?
There's only so many transgender people. They're very busy. They're building it, I am what I am, in shops over there.
Well, there is quite a transgender, I suppose one would use the word community, in Pakistan, and they have obviously had it very tough, especially in the more extremist parts of that country where such things are frowned upon. But they are classed together with transvestites and eunuchs, and there's a special word for them, which is hijra. flats.
But how extraordinary for a mother. She sees her son putting on her high heels, and immediately she looks at him now and thinks, tax inspector.
Yes, I know. It is. It's a glamour profession now.
I have to do this, Mother. I'm a tax inspector.
It may well happen.
Nothing else is going on.
Are you wearing that dress this evening?
But there you are.
What would we do here? Morris dancers, I think. That would, outside your shop.
That might well...
would make... I'll pay. I will pay, yes.
But basically, the governments of the world are looking for imaginative solutions to raise and, their taxes. And that is one, using transgender people in Karachi. You're looking astonished.
I'm totally astonished.
Yeah.
This is boggling. It's brilliant.
So while living in Pakistan, was there any point at which Osama bin Laden didn't pay his taxes and was in danger of 4 transgender people knocking the door of his massive compound?
No wonder he was hiding.
Really?
I wonder what that man does for a living. What's he done? I've got the
know.
whole conversation. 4 of them turned up.
Yeah, 4 of them going through his papers, as you can
You
see.
come for my tax? I sold you that scarf.
I think that's a counterfeit designer bag that she's wearing as well. I suspect it isn't real.
He's going to get the hit squad.
Yes, he's going to get the full show.
Yeah.
Here come the girls.
We are the hit squad. We are the hit squad, and the first hit will be Shares, I believe.
Why did Big Beard Wang regularly shave his pussy?
Well, I'm afraid I'm disappointed that we've got a cheap laugh from the word pussy.
I'm laughing at Wang, actually.
I think it's a person, perhaps.
You're right.
Big Beard Wang, who one could assume he had a large beard.
And he shaved his cat.
Well, he was a barber. He was a barber to a very famous man.
Was he a Chinese barber?
He was a Chinese
An emperor, was there?
A kind of emperor, I suppose, though he would certainly not call himself one. But
Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao, indeed. And Mao is the Chinese for...
Cat.
Cat! Exactly. Meow, you would think, but no, it really is. Mao is cat.
Is that cat on the end of Chairman Mao's...
That's why he's smiling.
I don't remember that as one of those communist posters.
It means cat, Mao, and it also means hat, oddly enough. So, Mao Li Di Mao means the cat in the hat. Tell me all about the 12 Frenchmen and the 12 mosquitoes. Dara O'Brien.
Once upon a time, there were 12 Frenchmen called Happy, Sleepy, Arrogant, Furieux, des choses comme ça, bof, and Zutelor. That's 6. Fenêtre, boulangerie,
Le table.
Le table, of course, and jambon et fromage, the twins. And they used to travel around with mosquitoes, solving adventures.
And what were the mosquitoes called?
Fuzzy. Stingy.
It was a very, very low-rent 1950s French detective season that involved, at some point, the extraction of a tiny amount of blood from one of the suspects.
Do you know what else a mosquito can be other than a...
It was a World War II plane made out of wood.
Made out of wood, exactly, made out of balsa wood and plywood. What was their great raid?
Tuck shop.
I don't know, was it made into a film?
It was. There were 12 members of the Resistance, the Maquis, and they were due to be shot by the Gestapo. And the Allies would send in these 12 mosquitoes to bomb the chateau in Amiens, so that all the prisoners would escape.
I can't believe that they just blow the bloody doors off.
Basically, that was
the whole place with 12 bombers.
You're right. What happened was they had to go down an avenue of poplars, which was so narrow they had to
Down
fly.
the avenue of poplars.
Yeah, but exactly like that. That's what you'll have to do. There were 700 prisoners in the prison. 102 were killed by the raid to start with. 74 were wounded.
Yeah.
Then 258 escaped, of which 179 were rounded up within the next few days by the Germans again.
My girlfriend's grandfather flew one of those, and he actually goes now and visits in Germany with the Luftwaffe pilot whose plane he shot down during the war. And they go and they sit around and, you know, go, ha, great days. But neither of them speak the other language. Like he doesn't speak German, the Luftwaffe doesn't speak English, but they sit there and...
Sit back.
Yeah. The temptation, if you're standing behind
And for over 50 years, that German man has been peeing in your granddad's tea.
We had an Airfix model of one of those. I gave it to my dad for his birthday, and he made it before breakfast.
Put the transfers on.
Yeah, painted it and everything.
Yeah. That was a pain, because you had to put them in hot water and wait for them to slip off. And then, of course, with chubby 6-year-old fingers, you just end up covered in swastikas. It's not a good look. You go to school and they think you're in the BNP, and it's, no, I've been trying to make a hind call, sir.
Which of these men here, the two men you see, well, three in fact, which one just held up a stagecoach, used bad language in front of a lady, drinks whiskey, and chases people from right to left?
The one with the black hat.
Is the right answer. So what is the history of this? Why do you think?
I don't know. Just is that it then? Black hats for bad guys and white hats for good guys.
And unshaven, and there's even a direction they cross the street.
I just remember being a kid, and every Saturday night, usually there'd be a Western on BBC.
Yeah.
And my dad would helpfully point out, that's the bad guy. The one who's going.
In the 50s, it was 8 out of 10 of the top 10 programmes on prime time national American television were Westerns. The only two that weren't were comedies. It's just extraordinary.
Carried on. We grew up with Alias Smith and Jones and Champion the Wonder Horse.
Yes. It was a bit of a letdown, Champion the Wonder Horse, because it was a great title sequence.
Champion the Wonder Horse.
That's kind of all he did, really, wasn't it?
In the end, you know, he's a horse.
If it cut to Champion bringing a blind person shopping, that was a significantly better show than what he did.
He never used it in much more than knock a door down by kicking it. That was sort of his.
That was kind of his thing,
shtick.
like.
Had they known, they'd just put one of these on his top lip and he's useless. Come on, Champion! Oh, no.
But it's really practical, partly because you've got a small black and white television in those days, with not necessarily the high res that we expect in our digital age. And so you can just see the black hat and the white hat, and you know who's... And there are lots of chases, who's riding after whom. You instantly know which is the goodie and the baddie. And also, the right-to-left business is quite crucial, that the baddie goes this way, which in screen terms is... right to left, right, and the goodie goes left to right, which means his gun is favoured, is facing the camera. Well, this is useless for anybody under the age of 50 who has no idea what we're talking about. It's a peculiar, elderly nostalgia show on Westerns.
But any of these surely have all the plethora of channels. There could just be one Western channel just with these old programmes going on all day.
That's true.
Casey Jones I'd like to have on, Champion the Wonder Horse, Alias Smith and Jones. Just on a...
You could just call it... be a channel called Alan.
Alan. There's Dave. Why not Alan?
It's perfect.
That's a much better channel.
Just all the things that you like.
And it wouldn't have bloody QI on all
Yeah.
Horse operas, they're sometimes called, aren't they, Westerns? But do you know what insiders call them in Hollywood?
No.
Oters.
Oats?
Oters, as in horses eating oats, I guess. They're known as oters. Yeah. So, yes, horse operas come and go. They may be simple, but at least you know where you stand.